Hello, everyone. Hello, and welcome to another stream of Quest for Glory 5, Dragonfire. Hope you guys are all doing good on this well and awesome Friday, where we are in the first week of October, so fall is in full swing outside, or should be. Leaves falling, nights getting colder, more wind, more rain, and the smell of a hearth in the air. It's one of my favorite times of the year, actually. I like the fall quite a lot. Twitch chat is currently a little slow, like at least on my end. But that's okay. Hey there, Demonic. Good afternoon. So, we should hop back into the game in a couple of minutes. Need to get some thieving going, because honestly we haven't really done much as a thief yet. But we'll see. Hello there, Cody. Good evening. Hope you're doing good. I think I should just about start the game, so let's go do that. Over here. Hello, everyone. Once again, let's open up the game. I'll go back here and there. Quick stretch. And then we can start again. Notes. Thief ahoy. Thief ahoy. What did we do last time? Oh yeah, we defeated the Hydra. I guess I should turn in the teeth. I wonder what the scales are for. We also have this goo. I have too much crap on me. Can I sell anything? Not selling that. Not selling these. Nope. Something to buy? Nothing new. I just got that helmet, so there really is nothing else I can buy. There is no better dagger to get. Maybe there's some stuff to sell to buy whenever we are done later. Because I have to drop some more rocks and start using throwing spears soon. What am I throwing? Oh, it's maximum. Yeah, should probably switch soon. I'll get rid of the rocks in the next few fights and slowly move to throwing spears. I suppose we should just... Yeah, I suppose we should just deliver our teeth. The teeth from the Hydra. That was the requirement. Do I still have some potion pills? I think I do. Yeah, I got 6 points. Okay. I haven't been poisoned yet myself. You guys notice that? None of the fights I've ever been poisoned yet. It was very common in the 3rd and 4th game, but haven't seen it yet here. Deliver the scales? I can try. I think they were looking for a flower though. But I can give it a go.
Good to see you again.
Here. Scales. Well, I can sell them. But that's not what I want to do. Maybe the, like, weaponsmith takes them. But yeah, for now let's just deliver the teeth. And then we have to do a little bit of exploring again. Deliver the teeth is this way. Can I just say that that little magic helmet looks kind of stupid? It's good stats though, I suppose. Let's get the teeth. Hey Tyve, good evening.
Bravo! You have won the right of valor. All will be summoned to the Hall of Kings.
The Hydra has been defeated. The fire and poison of its many heads has ceased. Here stands the one who faced the death and destruction of this foul creature. Here stands the man of courage who is now victorious. Here stands the Prince of Shapir. Thus ends the Rite of Valor.
Cool, I guess. What's next? Hey dwarf!
The Hydra is dead, and the terror it has brought has ended. A ruler must be willing to face danger for his kingdom. A brave man can face death without flinching. There are things, though, that even a brave man fears to face. You shall go to the island of Delos. Seek out the Sibyl there, the prophetess who sees the web of fate. Speak with her and confront your future. Return with proof that you have faced yourself.
This is sheer superstitious nonsense. We shall not participate in such poppycock. Sibyls who see the future. Ha! Gort is a product of rational science and has no time for some soothsaying swindler's lies.
Nevertheless, this is the rite of destiny. Go forth and face your fate.
You are escorted by guards. Okay. So we lost our teeth? Yeah, we still have the scales though. Let's get that thing back in there. The Isle of... what did he say? Let me see. Let's get the map. Map. Dimlos? Oh, Delos. Okay, it's all the way in the top left corner. I'm not sure how I get there, because the flying machine broke, and the boat doesn't go that far. Similar to Marvin the Martian's helmet? Yup. Anything on the bulletin board, perhaps? Current standings. Oh, we're in first place. How is Gort winning from Elsa? That is stupid. Mercenaries have been in the trade, however the sea travel is still restricted. Dragon Pillar destroyed. The Dragon Pillar to the north of town was destroyed by murder of Magnum Opus. Competitors must travel to Delos and find the mysterious Sibyl who will foretell the future. They must learn their destiny and return with the proof from the Oracle. Okay. I mean, you can't have a game that works with Greek mythology and not have the Oracle. You guys know who the Oracle is, right? In Greek mythology, she was a rather important person. The Oracle of Delphi, I believe, originally. Where? I'm gonna see if I can trade the scales to the weapon merchants. Maybe he'll make me some armor?
What can I sell you?
You have nothing to buy, dude. I have all of this. Well, I just saved. Do you take these scales?
I only buy weapons and armor, not junk.
Junk? These are Hydra scales! Make a shield out of it or something. What do you mean, junk? Wow. Well, I'm gonna keep these for now. I'm not gonna sell them. They're too special. I need to go buy a few more potions and pills, I guess. Just to be sure. I'll also swing by the Adventurers Guild again to do my daily training. And then I have to figure out how I... Oh yeah, I have a very heavy pack. And then I have to figure out how I get to the island without a boat and without a flying machine. What other forms of transportation are there? Erasmus is out, or he could teleport me. What even did we like in the second game? In the second game we used a caravan, flying carpet in the first one, magical portal in the third one, and we got summoned by Katrina in the fourth game by another teleportation spell. And then in the fifth game we also got teleported by Erasmus, but he is out cold, so... Well, I guess we could try swimming. I haven't really swum yet. Hello. About the Hydra.
Hieroman and Elsa kill Hydra good. Both do good.
You have won another right. You would not have won without my help. Remember that you owe me for this.
Ask about Hydra.
With the treasure from the Hydra's cave, we could both be wealthy and not need to compete to be ruler. It is obvious we are not in this for the money. You have done much since we first met. You are very much a hero. I had an argument with Minos this day. He does not think we should have worked together against the Hydra. He is a fool, and I have told him so. He is not used to anyone telling him such things, and he does not like it.
I can show you the thief sign. What? Counter sign? Wait. Counter sign. Does that mean Elsa's a thief? I didn't get I didn't get points for that or anything, but countersign.
Glad both did good. Make Toro happy. See both happy. Elsa like Hieroman. Elsa think Hieroman fight good.
Well, I mean, she was at some point part of the brigands in the first game. She kind of was a thief back then. Also, we should do a little bit of cardio. I should try some swimming, though. It's a good idea. Maybe I literally swim to the islands. Can we even raise any more of that stats? I guess. Well, honestly, most of our stats are already max. It's just climbing and acrobatics and a bit of stealth, lockpicking, pickpocket. Basically, all our major thief things. Speaking of which, you guys should remind me that I need to check on the Thieves Guild every night to work on my lockpicking and pickpocketing, because I forgot the last few times. Let's go check on the apothecary. Because they are working on a medicine for Rakesh, right? I guess after every major event, like a raid, you should check on some of the key characters in the game.
Γεια σας, μιλάτε ελληνικά?
I don't care for you, dude. I'm just gonna go in here.
Good to see you again.
Got something to report? What about you?
Erasmus is a great and very kindly wizard. His spells have greatly aided the people here.
Oh, there's nothing about...
I am well, thanks to you and Salim. Business has been very strong lately. Sadly, it is this way only because of the evil events here in Silmaria. It would please me more to have fewer, but happier patrons.
Let's buy some healing pills.
Hey, thanks.
And buy some stamina pills.
Hey, thanks.
We got a good amount now. I need to be careful though. I'm almost maximum of what I can carry. But I also have a lot of junk. I should like put all these feathers away. They weigh actually quite a lot. Can only keep one around, I guess. I can't really think of any other way of transportation that we could use. Maybe swimming is the way. Doesn't sound too bad. Did I buy everything from you? I'm not sure.
Greetings, O finder of lost things. I am most pleased to have back my basket.
I did not... Oh, I didn't buy Hera's ring yet. Marital Love. Let's try and get this in.
We are in agreement. I accept your offer.
So what is about this ring? What does it do? It doesn't seem to do anything. But it is a special ring. Marital love and devotion. Hera was the goddess of marriage in ancient Helena. Yep, I know about Hera. Goddess of marriage. Yeah. She was a great wife. Uh-huh. Yep. If you guys know the ancient Greek myths, Hera was not a good wife. Far from it. I'm gonna store a few things, make some space. Fair. Zeus was kind of... What's the word? How do you call someone who basically flirts, dates, and even has sex with pretty much any woman he can get his hands on while being married? Ladies man, Casanova, cheater. Well, I guess all of them. Hera was not nice, no. I'm going to store some of these feathers away. What else can I store that I don't really need at the moment? I haven't used my oil yet for anything, which is surprising. Well, that weighs quite a lot, but I need to save that. Key. Oh, I can store one rope away. Only need one. Let me put that away. Can I? Okay. Put the feathers away. What else can I store? I need to make some more space. I'm keeping the Hydra skills. It might come in handy. I guess I just have a lot of crap on me. I need to get rid of some rocks. They weigh a lot. I guess I just go out and like fight some things, toss my rocks and some stuff. Or I should like store money in the bank. Because that weighs a lot, honestly. I should store some money in the bank. That's actually a good idea. I think that's what the bank is meant for, because the money actually weighs something in this game. Let's go do that. The reason why I want to train my lockpicking and pickpocketing every night is that because I want to eventually break into the bank. That will be our greatest achievements in our entire career as a thief. Because what's better than robbing the bank if you're like a simple thief, right? That's a big dream. The best way to describe Zeus is he couldn't keep it in his pants. Yep. Adulterer is also a good way to describe it. Ironically, the Greek seamen invented pants because they didn't want to show moon Poseidon. Ah. Did not know that. How's Wolfie doing?
It is a good day, is it not? A fine day for flying, if one could fly.
Talking about flying?
There was talk that after your last meeting in the Hall of Kings, several arguments were heard. Dr. Mobius the scientist was most displeased about the right of destiny, and he said to his person Gort that they will have to try something to even the odds in the next contest. The woman warrior Elsa was also heard to show her displeasure to Minos. It seems that he wished to take Elsa directly to this island of Delos, and Elsa wished to find her way there herself. She said that she does not take his orders, and he said yet, and she was most angry. This is all very interesting, is it not? I am getting much better. I used to take a lope outside the city gates every morning, but things were getting so much dangerous that I could not. Now that you have driven off the bad soldiers, I can run off all the rice I eat again. I have seen a man to fly once without wings or other magic. It is something that I painted in the picture to show that this was true, and that I did not make up such a thing. For some reason, people still did not believe what I saw. Holy cow! I did not know that destiny was so hard to find. I always thought that the future comes to you, whether you look for it or not.
So he's talking about the picture, the balloon. How do we make a balloon? We have no cloth. We need a heat source and a basket or something. Maybe the balloon is the way to get to the island. Somehow.
I heard tell that Hydra has a lot of treasure. It's great that you took the monster out, and I sure hope you'll save some of its treasure here.
Yeah, we will. Let's make a transaction. Let's deposit how much? Like 3,000 in.
A drachma saved is a drachma earned, I always say.
So now we actually have a reasonable amount to carry stuff again. And I have about the other half of my money on me, so balloon painting. That's a clue. I think he wants us to make a balloon to go to the island. But first, I have to go see if swimming is actually an option. And I need to get rid of some rocks. And then there was Elsa who did the thing, which was weird. The counter sign to my thief sign. And then at night I want to check the Thieves Guild, like basically every night, because I want to level up my pickpocketing and lockpicking. For the big bank heist, which hopefully happens at some point. So how do you guys like this structure of the game, where events happen based simply on what you do, and like the rights? Whenever you do a right, something happens after that. It's not like the first or the third or even the fourth game, where it's based on points, and it's not based on time, it's simply based on the specific milestones that you achieve in the story. Depending on those, the game actually progresses. So it's a different way to handle the flow of the game. It's not point-based and it's not time-based. It's simply major plot point based, and you can control whenever you advance the plot. Okay, let's walk away a little. Some rocks. I think around 20 rocks or so is good to keep. Or like 30, but not much more. I don't need that many. At 30 rocks, that's good. See, now it looks a lot healthier. We gained some offense from that, but not much. It's about time we head back soon to the Thieves Guild. I think it's a fine choice, I really like it. Like it gives more leeway to level up, that's true. Well, there was never really a time limit, Coyote. It was just, in the first, third and fourth game, progress was based on how many points you got. There was no time limit, really. Except for like that one little Baba Yaga quest. In the second game, though, there was some sort of a time limit, but you had like 2 days for each major elemental thing. I can see that being a weak point in the game, though. But that was the only one that did that. I need to... I'll just hop back, honestly. I want to check the Thieves Guild. Oh, let's not have our weapon out. My grammar skills are on vacation today. Oh. It's okay though. I still understood what you meant. You guys ready for some more delicious food? I'm not. Okay. Pickpocketing.
Good evening, matey. What can I be doing for you?
Is there something I can talk about or buy? No, there's nothing really to buy. Let's insert one thingy and do this again. Alright. 1 minute to disarm. Nope. Let's reset. Let's take a look. I was a bit too quick. Weird monkey up here. Pointing down is there. So monkey down, up. Monkey down, up. Monkey down, up, down. Monkey pointing down, up, down, looking like that. Monkey down. Oh, there. Monkey down. That was not there. Okay. Monkey, up, down. This one? Yeah. Up. Good. Ah. Some more lockpicking skill. What is that actually? Oh. Chief Thief competition. Should I run for Chief Thief? What do you guys think? Should I sign up to become a Chief Thief? The concept will choose the next Chief Thief. If you have the cash, you can enter. All interview content. The thief skills. Wonderpalon is similar to a poker game. Each contestant gets a daily chance to call, bet the minimum, raise, or fold, drop out of the game. Your bets count to the jackpot. Each week the game will restart, but the jackpot will continue. Sooner or later the contestant will fold, except one. That last remaining contestant becomes the new Chief Thief and collects all the jackpot. I'm gonna sign up. I'm saving. It sounds like a good idea. Who are these? So T, that's me, Tom. U is probably Ugarte. F is Ferrari. Who are C, N, and G? Thinking of characters from the past games. Do we know anyone with a C or an N or a G? Huh. I should check on the next day, I guess. But it did give me points. Where enter the Chief Thief contest. Yep, gave me points. Nice. I should also try just sneaking around a bit. But for now, let's go sleep, get some more awful food, and then let's try to swim next day. Also, I should get my health potion back again. We must look like absolutely ridiculous with a shield and a magic helmet. Not very thief-like. Well, with a little bit of stealth, which is good.
Howdy, Ranger. I rope you reckon to stay in this here 2-centaur town for a while.
More awful food, go! Think of something. It's probably worse than whatever she has for us.
Today's treat is goop soup with cabbage. Then Tony threw the meatballs back at Rover. That wouldn't have been a problem. When they looked around, everything was mixed up. So they picked up what they could salvage and put it all in with the sauce and cabbage. They just added some water and salt and voila!
Steak with chocolate syrup. Uh-huh. Brussels sprouts pudding. Ugh. I like Brussels sprouts, but not when it's in pudding form. Sounds a tad silly. Oh, let's take a nap. Now let's try get to the island. It's a shame it almost takes a whole day to get to the other side of the island. Would have been nice if I still had my flying machine, but I don't. So I guess it's over there. Let's try to get an encounter here and see if we can actually swim that way. It doesn't look that far, but the map can be deceiving. I need an encounter on this beach. Oh, okay. Okay. Let's see. Geronimo! Huh. So, up. Okay. Return to the surface, okay. Go back. Hello? Go back. I'm trying to get back. Go back! Where are you going? The controls for swimming is weird. Go back! No, don't attack. Can I please... I'm not responding. Go back! Why are you stuck there? Go back! I like... I can't control my character underwater. This is silly. Okay, now I get it. I have to use the numpad. Okay, you can't use the mouse. I see. I was wondering why it didn't work, but okay, I got it. Let's just get out of here. Ooh. That was a bit close. Man, swimming is annoying. But now I know I have to use the numpad, so maybe it'll go better next time. So we got some decent swimming experience, so that was nice. I'm gonna actually try swim again, and this time use the numpad. It could be I simply need more practice to swim better. But you can't stay on the water for too long. This is going a lot better now. What the? No, 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 no. I'm not fighting underwater. Go away. What the? Here, it goes up again. Oh, exit, yes. Where do we end up now? Exit. Exit, yes, get out of here. Where are you going? I swear the swimming is a bit weird. I can't, what? I think I'm gonna die. I don't think swimming is the way. At least not yet. Oh, it actually is moving. Maybe I am getting out. Oh, yeah, into the same spot again. Well, I can safely say that swimming is not the way to get to the island. It was good practice though, but swimming is not the way to the islands. Nope, we're still there. Alright, well, at least we tried. Well, we have to improve swimming, but we don't actually have to get to the island by swimming, I think. Unless there's like a specific spot where you actually, like, go into the water. guys drop throwing spears, right? Oh, stamina pills. Oh, good. Yeah, combat is barely giving us anything. Guess most of our skills have to come from basically doing thiefy stuff and climbing a bit. Hey, Corsair. Good evening. We got a clue from Wolfie that he mentioned the... Oh, I need to eat. He mentioned the painting he made about the balloon. That might be the way to get to the islands. For our next adventure, we have to actually go to an island in the northwest. Like, I'll show you. This island here. We have to go there and talk to a Sibyl, or Oracle, who'll tell us the future and then come back with proof. But we can't get to the island because we can't use a boat. We don't have a flying machine anymore. But like I said, Wolfie mentioned a balloon, like a hot air balloon, so we may have to make that, this thing. But we don't have a cloth, and we don't have a fuel source, and I don't think we have a proper sitting basket either. We have to figure out how we put all these items together somehow to make it work. But for now, I need to go check on the Thieves Guild again. Where would one even realistically find cloth to make a balloon? Or a heat source? Or a basket, like a sitting basket big enough to sit in. Okay, so more pickpocketing.
Good evening, matey. What can...
Yeah. Checking this now too. Folded. I'm gonna call again. Also I need to spend some money on there. Have another trap to open. This is our lockpicking training. Pointing up, sideways, monkey. Pointing up, sideway monkey kick. Pointing up, sideway monkey kick. Pointing up, side kick, monkey kick. Not sure what this one is. Nope. Okay. Pointing up, side kick, monkey. We don't have that one. So reset. They get harder. You guys notice that? We have more to hit right and can make less mistakes. Okay. Down. Down. Looking. Down. Looking. Point down. Down. Looking. Point down. Up. Down. Looking. Point down. Up. Don't have this one so we can make... Okay. Down. Down. Looking. Point up. This one. No. This one was it. Down. Looking, point up, down. Nope, was the wrong one. And we reset again. I wonder if you get something if you crack like the hardest safe in the game. Left down, right down. Left down, right down, super down, look. Left down, right down, super down, look. Left down, right down, super look. Left down, right down, double down. Double down. Left down, right down. Left down? This is right down, so we can maybe do it. Okay, I have two choices. It's not that one. Crap. One chance. Nope. Oh, you can make an... Okay. Nope. Yeah, I messed up. Let's try again. Okay, this is down. Left down, down. Up. Left down, down, up. Kick. Left down, down, up. Kick. left down. That's the wrong one. The wrong one. Good. Left down, down, up, kick. Left down, down. Left down, up, kick. Left down, up, kick. Kick. Left down, up. Left down, up. I don't know where the look one is. Okay. Left down, up. Left down, up. It's one of these. Has to be this one then. Yes. Woo! These are getting harder. But what? Not even lockpicking went up. I guess we need harder safes to crack then. Yeah, that is a hard skill to level in this game. I mean, it was always hard to level. But alright. Maybe I should check on Ugarte and see how he's doing. It's been a while. I could try the bank again. Since, well, it's been a while. Well, they're both not here. I wonder where Bruno went. We saw him like the first time we were in here. You remember? The guy in the cloak? We haven't seen him in a while. There's no one here. That's weird.
Dead Parrot is open.
Yeah, but no one's in. Where is Ugarte, actually? We haven't seen him in a while. I'm gonna go to the Science Islands because I haven't seen the stars yet. Maybe that'll give me a clue. Maybe that silly gourd is now gone, so I can go into the lab. Logic was the way in, right? How are you supposed to do that without rocks? I know a magician can use force bolts, paladin too. I guess a fighter also uses a rock. Even though throwing rocks, or throwing in general, is not really something a fighter is good at. They have the skill, they're just not very good with it. Okay, I'm in here now at night. Can I check out the telescope? Oh, there's a different guy here. But first, the telescope.
Don't touch that! You could set off a chain reaction of cataclysmic proportions!
What? Don't tell me I need to give you a pizza as well. It's a different guy. Remember how we had to give the artichoke and Jovi's pizza to the first one? to look at anything, maybe we have to give this guy a good pizza as well. Let's just talk.
I am Dr. Mobius, the greatest scientist on Science Island. Unfortunately, that understates my true genius, since I am surrounded by dolts. Fortunately, most of them have left me in peace at last. You reveal the depth of your ignorance by asking such a question. Every 2-bit researcher knows the importance of pizza in scientific research. Pizza is the ultimate fuel. Someday we will invent cars, airplanes, even spaceships. Undoubtedly, they will need pizza to get anywhere.
What?
Of course, the pizza needs sufficient fire to achieve its full potency. Pepperoni and jalapeno toppings. Those are the secret to a truly world-dominating pizza. Everything else is incidental. Those are incendiary.
Well, you're in luck. We got it right here.
Yes, it is a pepperoni and jalapeno pizza. The ultimate blend of science and art. If we could but harness this power, we could rule the world. Care for a piece? Science is the ultimate power. It bends everything else to its needs. Watch a glassblower make hard glass melt by applying a little heat. That is science at work. Ah, Gort. Now there is a truly worthwhile specimen. Have you noticed his magnificent upper body development, the finely tuned coordination in his extremities? And he manages to keep his mouth shut, unlike some.
Rude.
We created this island to keep out the prying eyes of jealous neighbors. Here we can pursue our research and experiments without fear of offending some petty peasant. You can find the results of past experiments everywhere around here. Just remember, there is no such thing as a failure in science. Only evidence against one hypothesis in favor of another.
Can I check out your telescope now? I gave you pizza. Worked for the other guy. Oh. What? Excuse me. What? Okay, these are worthless. These are not... What am I looking at? Okay, these are completely useless. Gee, thanks, game. Well, so much for that. Remind me to buy another pizza, though. I feel empty without a good pizza on my person. I may as well make another jalapeno pepperoni pizza. If I had to choose, personally, I'd prefer the jalapeno pepperoni pizza over the artichoke anchovies, because I don't like artichokes or anchovies. But I love myself a good spicy pizza, so pepperoni sounds good. We did get points though. We got points for giving the other pizza, so it must be good for something. It should say in our score. Science lab. Nope. Yeah, see? Give pepperoni jalapeno pizza. It is actually mentioned. So, it was good for something. I just I'm not sure what. I guess the next day I really have to put my thinking cap on and wonder how I can gather some stuff for the balloon. What would you normally need for a balloon to work? Like, obviously you need something to sit in. You need cloth, rope, a gas tank of some kind, ballast, like little bags you hang over the edge to make the thing go down. Oh yeah, a brazier. Who in town can have a brazier? We have an apothecary, maybe there. Maybe we gotta show the image around somewhere. to inspiration. Like, the apothecary might have one. We have a food merchant, a bank, a magic shop, an art shop, jewelry shop, an inn, adventurers guild. Not sure where we get the rest of the items from. I'm gonna put this thing here and just show it around town a bit. Maybe get some reactions from that.
Oh, pretty. Reminds me of an ice cream cone.
How? Well, I guess to a gnome, that's an ice cream cone. Sure. Speaking of ice cream, let's get some more disgusting food.
Today's special is something I think you'll really love. Tessie was making baked potatoes and ice cream for dessert. Tony's garlic landed on the potatoes, and Tony landed on Tessie. Tessie landed on the potatoes. Then Rover found that Tessie had set the ice cream on the stove, and it had all melted. Fortunately, no one likes smashed potatoes without gravy, so things worked out just fine.
Yeah, I always wanted to eat mashed potatoes with pistachio ice cream. Sounds deliciously awful. I mean, I like mashed potatoes. And I like pistachio ice cream. But not together in one dish. That's just yuck. Let's go around town and show that thing to a bunch of people. Maybe we get some clues. Would be nice. So we can go to the Adventurers Guild and all the shops and bank and stuff I mentioned earlier. No need to show it to Wolfie though, we got it from him. Let's show the rest of town.
Thank you, but I have no need of this.
I wanted you to look at it, not take it. Maybe you?
What is this? It is unlike anything I have ever seen in this world.
You explained this is a picture of a balloon, you're trying to build one. Oh, there we go.
How very remarkable. But what has this to do with me?
You explained you would need a heat source, so would like to buy a brazier. Oh!
My brazier? It is something that I need if I am to sell my freshly prepared wares. However, I do have an extra brazier I could sell you.
Yes.
I hope this will serve you well. Good luck, and please be careful.
Okay, and then I want to get another pizza.
May your mouth be charmed by the taste of it.
Okay, we have the brazier. So we have the heat source. Now we need cloth. And something to sit in. Where did we get the cloth from? Who would have cloth? We can't buy it anywhere.
Julinar and I have dug up some more clues about that drug. It's about sleeping. Or maybe it's about not sleeping.
Oh, do tell.
You know, that drug is really bad karma. It's like the people who ate it are sleeping, but not really asleep. I bet their dreams are no fun at all right now. So they aren't getting any rest and their bodies just keep getting tireder and tireder. This is not good, man. Chakra's really in bad shape from that drug.
What?
He can't sleep and he can't wake up. I almost wish I could take him to the River Lethe so he could just get some decent sleep.
They got the chakra too?
Well, it's one bad thing after another. Who's going around putting the hurt on all these nice people? Chakra's in a total coma.
Oh, great. They got the magic shop owner. Rakish's son, by the way, is now also in a coma. Great.
It seems that one gains no benefit from sleep while under the influence of that drug. Perhaps they could benefit from a still deeper sleep. It is said that the waters of the River Lethe have miraculous properties. I do not know for certain that even that would be enough, I fear.
The waters of the River Lethe. Okay, I'm trying to remember what I think the River Lethe was actually in one of the Greek myths. I know the river Styx, but that's not it. This is the River Lethe. I think that's also related to the underworld though, if I remember right. I had Greek mythology in school long time ago.
I'm finding it difficult to sleep knowing that Chakra has been drugged. He seems to sleep, but gets no rest himself. Chakra lies in a deep coma, seemingly asleep but getting no rest. Somehow we must cleanse his system or help him get true rest, else I fear he may die.
Cheerful. Let's get another jalapeno. Make another good pizza. Good. It was an underworld river, okay. I thought so. But we haven't been to the underworld yet. I'm going to get another amphora. I have a feeling I need to get some of that stuff. If we ever get to the underworld, we should definitely grab some water of Lethto to help Rakish and Rashka. So I'm going to buy another amphora.
Namaste, and may you be having a pleasant day.
Purchase another of these.
That is a very good offer, but it is not enough for me to accept. This is very, very good.
Just to make sure I have 3 of these, which should be enough. Heck, I'm getting another one. You can never have enough bottles, you know?
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Remember the last game? In the 4th one, I had so many bottles. I just want to have a couple more. For you never know what. But now we have a brazier. Okay, we have one step done. We need to find cloth. We need to find cloth. And we need something to sit in. But I'm gonna check on Chakra. Or yeah, Chakra. Can I give him a poison cure pill? A sign closed due to illness. You can't even go back in there. That's very bad news if you are a magic user. You better make sure you buy those spells he sells early, otherwise you're missing out. Coma is very serious. I'm trying to remember. Let's put our heads together, guys. So we have a food shop. We got the brazier from there. Apothecary. Magic shop is closed. Jewel shop. Art shop. That's where we bought the picture from. An inn. Adventurers Guild. Dead Parrot Inn. Weapon Merchant. None of those sound like a place where you can get cloth. There's no cloth merchant. We had 2 cloth merchants in the 2nd and the 3rd game, and now we need them and they're nowhere to be seen. Where do you get cloth from? I'm drawing a blank. Gonna check on the Adventurers Guild. Maybe someone there has something to say about the balloon. Your offer is politely refused.
Hieroman and Elsa try be king. Not let Magnum Man be king. Magnum Man only talk big. Fishing village not far. Hieroman good. Drive away invaders. Beat Magnum Man. Guild quiet. Magnum Man busy with right. Toro likes Ilmaria. Want Elsa win. Elsa be good king. Elsa not like lose. Elsa lose. Elsa go. Toro go too. Toro miss Ilmaria.
I hate to break it to you, Toro, but if Elsa wins, she's not gonna be a king. She's gonna be a queen. I really don't know. Okay, I'm gonna do the most logical thing and just show the balloon picture to the scientist. If that doesn't... Oh, also the famous adventurer, maybe. Those two. If that doesn't work, then I would like to have some suggestions from chats, because I don't know what else to do then. Where to get some cloth for this silly balloon? Hey, have you seen this before?
I've got enough junk cluttering this place already.
I guess you have. Something to tell me about? Oh, there we go.
You know, there are some nice-looking women in Selmaria. I got my eye on a couple of beauties. Nothing like a little romance to put some fire in your blood. Learning one's fate isn't much fun at times. Seems like you always see the bad parts of the future. Can be a little depressing. Remember though, fortune tellers never say things straight. What they tell you may be right, but it's always subject to interpretation.
Yep.
Watch for all meanings of the words when you hear your destiny.
We know all about destiny readings, right? In the last game, the gypsy woman fortune teller, she gave us a couple of readings.
That's a ways away from here. Be kind of tricky to get there, but it's worth it. The Sibyl can be kind of cold at times. She hangs out in that old temple, what remains of it. Takes a little gold offering to bring her around. The Dryads, though, they're worth the whole trip themselves.
Dryads?
The thought of that magical glade brings the chill of real beauty through my heart even now. Takes a real gift to get them going, though.
Oh?
Something to really sink their roots into and send the life sap soaring. If you haven't danced with the Dryads, boy, you've never danced at all.
Okay, we need to give something to the Dryads that sinks into the ground. Water? Well, not just any water. We have to give them special water. That'll be the second time that we deal... Actually, the third time that we deal with a magical tree.
Let me think, what did she call me? Oh, yeah. Here's a moment from my past that's rather appropriate here. I dallied with the Dryads in their hidden oaken glade, pirouetted with the pixies as I sang a serenade. I tried to flirt with Sybil as she told me of my fate. She laughed and called me Eros, but I didn't get the date.
Eros? You mean heroes, like hero. I get it. Also pirouetted with the pixies. That's a reference to the first game. Cool. Okay, but I have an idea where to get some water, actually. Special water, that is. I picked it up for you, actually. But before we go grab that, I'm gonna go check on the scientist and show him the picture of the balloon. I really don't know who else to show this picture to, and I have no idea where to get cloth. Should have done this last time I was here. Oh well. Fertilizer, nah. It was mentioned something that really goes down into their roots, so it makes me think it's a liquid of some kind. I need to find... Well, I need to know if that one water works. I'm gonna get some. Also, gold offering. So I'm going to get some of my gold out of the chest, out of the bank, because I may need a lot. So let's show.
Fascinating. A pity it is just the fevered imagination of an artist and not a true work of science. You could almost envision the gondola outside being supported underneath that floating bowl.
Oh, the gondola outside. Oh, that's the basket. Oh, thank you. Okay. We found the thing to sit in, and we found the heat source. Oh, we just need cloth. And rope. We have rope. Where are the cloths? Or where's the cloth? If we get that thing outside. Actually, yeah. That can work. Like a balloon on top. That's plenty of space to sit in. Could put the brazier down here. Tie it up. And then, yeah, that could work. But we need to find cloth. Somewhere. Alright, let's go grab that water and also get some money from our bank. Not sure what the Dryads can even give to us, though. I mean, we're a thief. You have anything new to sell, sir? Nope, you have no new stuff. Something new to talk about? Well, maybe.
I'm busy. I'm always busy. I'll be glad to tell you about my weapons once you show me the dough.
Wow, okay. Grab money from the bank, and then get the water. I'll just get a can of normal water as well, just in case, but I doubt it'll work.
Hi, how is it going? Make some more money to save?
No, I'm actually gonna take some. Withdrawal. Let's withdraw like 2K.
Whoa there. What good is money if all you do is spend it?
I may need it for the Sybil. Alright, let's go safe. Let's get that special water that I talked about. Also, I'll just check 2 stops. This one here, and then that one near the Hippocrene, like near the Pegasus. These are like special. Oh, hi. These are good for healing pills and money. Okay. So what is this river actually? Clear waters flow swiftly through the stream bed. You look at the water of the stream flows directly to the center of the earth from here. I wonder. And foray. Where are you at? Here. Oh, it's just clear, clean water. Well, I mean, it's nice to have that, just in case I need, you know, like actually water from somewhere. Now let's get the Hippocrene water again. I still don't know where to get cloth. It's insulting, you know? We had 2 games where we had a cloth merchant and I never bought anything, and now I feel like I'm getting punished for never getting any cloth. Exit, please. I just want to get to the spot there. Now we have Hippocrene and normal water. Oh, I can get my pickpocketing knife back again. Actually, no, my balloon painting one. And let's just get back. Kind of like a joke in the earlier LucasArts games. In one game you find a chainsaw without fuel, in another you find only the chainsaw fuel. Well, that's just rude. Yes. Oh. That's right. Oh, wait, that's right. I remember seeing that in a very, very, very early in the game. Steal the sheet. There we go. You appropriate the bed sheet for further use. That's how you get cloth. Okay. Would not work with a bed sheet though. But we can at least try. I remember that, seeing that like, very early in the game, and I was joking about, lol, who's gonna steal the sheet? Well, we are.
The cooks have picked something really special. Pancakes topped with fruit. Just so.
I'm just gonna pretend it's just pancakes with fruit and not the horrible anchovies pancakes with fruit that it actually is. Because, you know what? Pancakes with fruit, just that, sounds kind of nice. That can work as a dessert. Gotta check out the Thieves Guild before I hop into my bed. So let's rest an hour. No, 2. No, I do need my knife.
It gotcha!
I know. Pickpocketing goes up so slowly. Honestly, I never even used that thing. I should try it on one of the citizens sometime soon. Maybe that's the way to level it, but I don't know. I have to try it at some point. I will. I don't need that anymore. I just need to get my pickpocket. I have it already. Okay, I'm good. Let's go take a nap. And I guess next time go to Science Island and see if we can make ourselves a balloon. We have a rope, we have cloth, we have a heat source, and we have something to sit in, so we should be good. Although I want to say that an actual bed sheet will not work as a replacement for balloon cloth. It doesn't. Balloon cloth is special. It should not work with just a silly bed sheet. I'm getting hungry. I just ate! I ate delicious pancakes, but fine. We eat some fruit. Alright, let's get out. To Science Island! I was going through my very old game collection, guys, and I remembered a very old game on Windows, like early Windows. You guys ever heard of a game called Ski Free? I had that on my old PC. It was a really silly game. Like early Windows. I think it was like Windows 95 or something. Maybe even older. One more rock for the road. At least our throwing is so good we only need one rock. I mean, we've been practicing throwing for 4 games. It's kind of cool to remember like what we did with all the rocks in the past few games, right? We knocked down a bird's nest. We killed dinosaurs with it. Did all sorts of weird things with the rocks we picked up. Right, let's try this then. Nah, same Cody, I only had a couple, but I just remember that one specifically, because it was rather silly. And like Type said, it was a bit scary too. So we need the brazier, we need the sheet, we need the rope. Here. Let's save, see if we can do this. So you put it in there. Oh, put the sheet. You can use it as a sail on the ship, but it doesn't fly. This thing needs greater lift than just an ordinary sheet. What? What do you mean? You can use the sheet as a sail on the ship, but it won't fly. This thing needs greater lift than just an ordinary sheet. It needs to be, like, modified? Do we add the rope to this? No, we don't. I'm confuzzled. I can't use it like this. Who would be able to modify the bed sheets? Maybe the scientist? Let's try, since I'm here.
I have no need of that. This laboratory is fully equipped.
Okay, not you. Here I was thinking I could actually go fly, but not yet. Maybe you need more. I mean, we can ask Gnome Anne. But it may not be a good idea to show her the sheets that we borrowed from her. I don't know who can actually... Oh, maybe Yulinar can weave. Or stitch. Can ask her. Don't know who else I can ask. Honestly. I guess Gnome Anne. But we stole that from her. So not a really good idea.
Good to see you again.
Your offer is politely refused. And, okay. Maybe Wolfie? He's an artist. Or maybe the jewel person.
Thank you, but I have no need of this.
Yeah.
Greetings, O finder of lost things.
Do you have something to... Oh.
It is so good to have my basket back. I thought I would never see it again. You are a true hero, to risk so much for such a little thing. I am most fine, and very pleased to have back my basket. It is said that there is an assassin that stalks the city by night, and no one is safe. It is most fortunate for Sumaria that you are now here to stop this murderer, hero friend.
Yeah, great, but... You?
I am very sorry, but I do not need such a thing. Namaste.
I'll check with the gnome. I don't know who else can stitch in this place. Or, like, modify. Because Erasmus is knocked out. The magic user is knocked out. Rakesh is not here. I don't know anyone else who knows magic or knows some way to make this thing work. Oh, there we go.
He's the guy that painted the flying ice cream cone? Anyone who could paint like that could certainly paint my inn. I'll have to talk to him about it.
Oh. Okay. That's good. I'm gonna save. I'm showing you something I borrowed.
That looks familiar. Hey, it is familiar. You got the sweets for sheets or something?
You tell Anne about making the sheet into a balloon. Ah, okay.
Well, as long as it doesn't involve a straight stitch. I can't do anything straight. Sure, I'll have it for you tomorrow or so. So.
Okay. Well, that was weird. So, we steal from the inn and then show her the bed sheets and she's like, hey, you stole it, but you need it. I'll edit it for you. That seems really weird. Or is that just me? Like, that's not the reaction I would expect from someone where you stole from. I'd be furious, like, you took my bed sheet, what the heck? And then just bonk me on the head or fine me or something. I mean, we did tell her the truth, I guess, but still. This is still a bit strange. Well, I guess we have one day to kill time. I suppose I don't know what I do. Honestly, there's not really that much to. I have to go check on the Thieves Guild at night, I guess, but other than that, I don't know. How does the logic work? What's the Anne's mind? Not gonna question it? True. All true. She is kind of weird. But she means well. Gorman don't drop anything decent. I'm gonna ignore these guys. Is there anything in the volcano? Don't think so. Is there something at the lava? Oh, just a batty. Wait, I tried to kill it last time. Oh. Huh. Remember the rocks are still here. That's weird. The rocks are still here somehow. Hard to get this guy. Whoa! Okay, game crash. Ha! Let's not do that then. Wow, I can't even attack a bat. Weird. Here.
That looks familiar. Well, as long as it doesn't involve a straight stitch. I can't do anything straight. Sure.
Okay, well... not much was lost, but that was weird. Less than an hour. He needs better chefs and be less thirsty. Yup. I'm not fighting these clowns. They stopped giving anything decent, so I'm not gonna fight them. It's annoying. I'm basically just waiting until it becomes nightfall so I can check the Thieves Guild again. Nope, I'm not fighting these. The only ones I would fight is the goons who give decent health pills and stuff. Did I ever check this one? I don't remember. I may as well go see. Oh wait, what? Dragon Links? Never bought these before. small dragons, Corsair. Oh, my health! I don't have my health being selected. Holy crap. Hang on. I need to throw some rods. Suck. Murdering our health. Like, what the heck? God, these things are annoying. Don't think they drop anything. But maybe they're good XP, like in terms of defense or offense. Why do they just explode though? I actually need a dragon skill for fire potion. Sabine. Okay. That was tricky. Got some offense from that, at least. But good lord, they hurt! Well, that's the bad part when you're playing someone who doesn't have magic, like Thief or Fighter. You have no way to defend yourself against these things. I'm gonna save on this save since I haven't done it in a while. As a magic user, you have protection spells to protect yourself against all sorts of damage, like elemental damage, physical damage, magical damage, projectiles, all that stuff. But we don't have that as a thief. All we got is our agility. I want to fight these guys. These guys give lovely health potions. Yeah, 5 healing pills. That's awesome. And one more. 6 healing pills. Sweet. Right, let's go back. It's time for another horrible meal. Horrible meal means we use this thing. Did I tell her about... Okay, I didn't tell her about Wolfie yet. Order a meal. I should go talk to Wolfie in the morning though, because maybe Wolfie gets hired to be an artist for this place. Imagine if it gets a lick of paint.
We're having goulash. You don't want to know.
You guys ever ate goulash before? It's actually pretty good. It's a Hungarian dish with lots of meat, paprika, onions, all sorts of spices, and it is actually rather spicy. It's pretty dang good. Let's take a rest. How am I getting hungry? I had goulash last night. This guy makes no sense. If you guys have a good meal in the evening and you wake up hungry, that's kind of, I mean, okay, maybe if you wake up late and you need breakfast, but still a bit silly.
I sewed up that sheet you wanted. Hope it works for you.
Oh, thanks, Gnome. Thanks, Anne.
There you go. Take care of yourself. I wouldn't want anything to happen to the sheet.
What? Well, thanks. Sewn sheet. No man has done an adequate, if erratic, job of stitching up the sheet for you. How would this work better than a regular bed sheet? Not sure, but I should put it in here. And the rope as well. Here. Some meals are burned off easier. Yeah, that's true. If you have like fish or something, that goes down pretty fast. Okay, I'm gonna go check on Wolfie because I talked about Wolfie to Anne. Now maybe I talk to Wolfie about Anne in return?
Namaste. Business has been rather slow today. I am thinking that not many people have been breaking their amphora. I make very strong amphora, which is good for those that buy them, but bad for me that sells them. Let me be thinking. It has been said that the one who had the old king killed wished to take over all of Silmaria. Oh, this is a very bad person.
Did I ever show you your own painting?
I am very sorry, but I do not need such a thing.
No, you made it yourself, so that makes sense. Alright, let's go make ourselves a balloon, I suppose. Now we should have everything. I wonder though, if we have the balloon, can we like visit other islands as well? We don't have to go to the Sibyl right away, alright? Maybe there are other places we can visit now too. Yeah, I mean it is a little bigger, but it doesn't really look any different in terms of, you know, texture or property-wise. It's just still a bedsheet. Yeah, you should, Ra. Goulash is awesome. Well, you can make a mild version too, Mnemonic. If you leave out the paprika powder and leave out the other things like cayenne or the peppers, then it's a pretty mild goulash. It will be just meat with onions, with like rice or potatoes. You could also use sweet peppers. They're not that spicy. But it would still have the same texture. Alright, here we go again. And one more rock. Whee! Alright, let's try this again. This time it has to work. So we put the sheet on this. We place the sheet sewn by Gnome Anne upon the winged gondola. Good, now the brazier. Oh. Put it away for now? What? And center the hole. Oh, now. What? Rope? Ah, okay. Now. You place the brazier into the wind gondola, light the flares, and have to inflate your sheet. Nothing happens. The sheet refuses to retain the hot air. Something's missing. Don't need oil, I think. Put this back again. This. This. This is all gear. General shield, shell, goo. Oh, the sticky stuff. Oh, that may work. You smear windproof goo. Okay. You do what you can to make this thing ready to fly. It's not working still. It's starting to come together. What is it missing now? Maybe I light it now? Tinderbox? Ah, okay. Hey, we got it. To guide the balloon, use your arrow keys or cursor. To get all off your balloon, click your cursor on the balloon. Okay. Ooh, we have an airship. Sweet. That is definitely worth a save. Yay! That's the Hydra Island. Don't have to go back there again. I'm just checking if there's more. Other places to check. Nothing on this island. Oh, mysterious winds, okay. I'm trying to... Okay, thank you. We can't get to the island of Minos for some reason. Wasn't the island of Minos where the Minotaurus is in the myths? I think it was. Or was that the name of the king? Either way, I'm very sure it was Minotaurus related. You're getting hungry. Okay. We eat. I guess there's only this island to check. I should go take a nap soon. Yeah, let's just go take a nap here before we do anything. It's getting late. Get off the balloon and we take a nap. Now, before I check here, I want to see if there's anything else I can check. It's nice to have an air balloon, though. We don't need to walk anymore. Is there anything else down here? Seemingly not. Unless this island has something? Oh, there's something in the middle here. The deep water of this lake conceals the secrets of the past. Oh, there is something here. What's this? Save. Well, let's go swim. Okay. I have no business here, but I want to at least see what that is. Well, I was just curious what that was. There's a pipe entrance there that goes to somewhere. let's just move to the island we have to be on. It's a spent volcano. Okay. There's something down there, but obviously we don't have a way to get in there. And we can't hold our breath for very long either. Which is a problem. It might tie into our swimming skills, but I want to say we need something to hold our breath longer. Right, let's save and check out the Dryads first. Oh, put that away. Hello. Okay, what if we give you... Let's just try the normal water. And actually try both. Try normal water first. Not special enough. Okay, hippogreen water then. That works, I think. Okay, I think I need more than one. Oh, there's another Dryad here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good lord. Okay, I have to go get 7 of... Oh, it's actually... Okay, it's still here. I thought I had to get 7 of these. I just have to hit all of them, I guess. I like the design of these Dryads. What do you guys think? Looks pretty. And now this one. And finally, this one. We got a thing! What was the point, though? Oh! This kind of reminds me of the first game. Not sure what it's good for, but... What was that good for, though? Like, let's see. It should be... Oh, here! Dance with the Dryads. But I'm not sure what we gained from that. It was a pretty scene, sure, but we didn't get any item, right? Well, I guess it is good for something. Also, we still have the Hippocrene water, which is good. Well, that was something. It was good for something. So let's just head over to the Sybil now. Some kind of tank, yeah. Old Pepless movies. Also, I think I need to fix my light again. It's getting a bit dark. I'll work on that later. What's this? This beautiful purple-black flower floating upon the pool attracts your attention with its powerful perfume. I'm a bit skeptical. Let's try to pick it up. Pick up the beautiful black lotus flower. Its odor enriches you with its honey-nut sweetness. The purple nectar glistens in the light like an amethyst. You gently brush aside the dead bug that attracts from the black lotus's bloom allure. The dark and lovely flower has a heavy perfume that is both enticing and vaguely unpleasant. The black lotus flower. Okay. The realistic statue was carved from the finest marble. And now we give it money, like instructed. Or do we throw money into the pond? Ah. 1 drachma, wow. That's not much.
Greetings, thief, disarmer of traps, and expert at stealth.
Oh, you know.
I am the Sybil, who sees what is to come. Hear now the future that fate brings you. Your way is darkened with blood and death. The first death you soon face is death itself. Embrace it or not, death shall drag you to its depths. Go willingly, and you will gain. The next death you face is one whose fate crosses yours. That which he cannot own he would destroy. He will seek victory, even in his defeat. 7 deaths, and the dragon grows restless in dreamless sleep. 4 posts that pinned it to darkness have been broken in blood. 3 more shall be shattered with death. The last death shall awaken the dragon fully. New awakened, the dragon is weak. Each feel of fear and pain feeds it. Fix first the pillar, or it shall fly free. Death brought the dragon to life. Only death shall defeat it. One must give up life willingly before the dragon can die. Without sacrifice, the dragon is deathless. Your way is marked with death.
Great.
Face it gladly, and your way is marked with glory. That is the fate that awaits you.
Lovely. Well, let's pick up our proof, I guess. You pick up a disc and add it to your backpack. That's the proof that we got our fortune read. Yeah, proof of destiny, okay. This flower though, maybe we should show it to the apothecary guys. If it's anything plant-like, they probably know more about it. Well, that was a pretty useful trip. Oh, hungry. Can I go into the crater? Nope, nothing there. I'm just gonna fly back. I know I can use the magnets, but for some reason it feels more natural to just use the balloon for now. I should check with the Thieves Guild again. Nah, I'm not gonna eat it. I'm not one to put like random flowers into my mouth that I found recently. Nope, I'm not attacking the bats, they crashed my game. Let's not do that. I wonder what Gnome Ann thinks of the fact that I used her bedsheet as a balloon. Pretty much can't get it back now anymore.
It gotcha.
I know, I'm just leveling up pickpocketing ever so slightly. I'll check the stats
Good
here
evening,
on
matey.
Check on the board here. Call. I'm gonna raise. Something interesting going on? Nope. I should really try the bank robbery at some point, but my lockpicking is still bull crap. But I can't really level it that efficiently. I need to find a space where I can level the lockpicking and it will not matter. Because disarming traps here doesn't raise it. I need to find a better spot for that. Or find a trinket that increases it somehow. But alright. I'll check quickly if Ugarte and Ferrari are there. And then I'll hop back into my beds and check with Salim and Yuana in the morning. Where are they? I don't get it. They're usually at night here, but they're not in here. Maybe it's because I entered the chief thief quest that they don't show up until that's over with. Because they're both in there. Ugarte is in and Ferrari is in. I still don't know who the C, the G, or the N are. There's 3 more characters that entered this Chief Thief competition, and I don't know who they are. We don't know anyone who starts with a C, right? Or a G, or an N? Any thief-like character from the past 4 games. It's not Bruno, because it's a B. It's not Elsa. There were no other thief. Well, there was that one thief in the 3rd game. What was his name? Harim? It was not a C, an H, or N, though. No, wait, C, N, or G. It was not any of those. I think it was Harim, or Harima, or Harami. Harami, I think it was. And those are the only thief characters we had in the franchise. So I'm not sure who the other 3 are. Good practice. Well, a little bit of lockpicking is actually fine. Sleep until morning. Check with Salim. With the flower. It might be the one they're looking for. Didn't they mention they were looking for a flower of some kind? Also, guys, I missed out on horrible food. Tragedy. What the? Well, this place certainly got a makeover. Did you do this, Wolfie? It looks a lot better, I think.
It is good to be seeing you again. Thank you very much for getting me this job. It was very much fun to be painting such a place. It was very much hard work, too. I am as tired as the proverbial dog. This is a very nice place to be staying, although I do not think it is very peaceful. I do not think I would want to be eating here very much either. It is very colorful, is it not? Gnome Anne picked out all the colors, and I merely painted as she said. I am happy to have pleased her so.
What do you guys think? I actually kind of like the red with the green. Looks a bit more, well, lively compared to the last one. It was all brown, and now it's actually a bit more, you know, colorful. Looks fresh.
Look! Isn't this interior beautiful? It's just as I always wanted it to be. Home, sweet gnome. I'm really proud of this place. I picked out the colors myself. Paint it grand. I'd chalk it all up to Hugh.
And stop the puns, please.
He's okay, Nine. A real top dog painter and plaid to the bone.
Okay, 9. Okay, 9. Oh, my brain. The puns are insufferable in this one. Hey, they changed the sign too. When you touch the sign, your finger becomes covered in sticky paint. Seems appropriate for a gnome sign. No Man's Land Inn. K9. Okay, 9. But I have to admit, it does look a lot better. So let's go see Salim and stuff about this flower. And then I suppose we'll trade in the rewards or the the proof. Yeah, the proof.
Good to see you again.
Salim, old friend, I have this weird flower for you. Please take a look at it.
Oh, Black Lotus. Pretty. I've always wanted to gather one of these magic flowers. I'll get right to work adding it to my poison cure pills. That's homeopathics for you.
I guess it was a good thing. Do I have to buy
Okay, we'll do a deal some other time.
I'm looking to see if there's anything I have to get. Actually, I'm fine on pills. Nope, the puns never end. Right. Now let's go here and deliver the proof. And I really want to try rob the bank sometime soon, but my lockpicking is trash. Maybe I just have to picklock my own door a couple of times till I hit like 400 or so. For now, I need the proof. So here. Let's move on. So we'll face a lot of death. Great.
We will notify Logos that you have completed the Rite of Destiny.
Our future is filled with death, guys. Ain't that swell?
The web of the future is woven, and few dare to face what the fates have sown. One person has looked upon her future. Elsa von Spielberg knows now what lies before her. Elsa knows her own fate. Thus ends the Rite of Destiny.
Hey, what about me? Don't I get any credit for that? I guess not.
I have said before that a ruler must be willing to face death for his kingdom. A king must be willing to go through hell if that is what it takes to make certain Silmaria is safe. You too must enter the depths of death.
What?
You must open the gates of the underworld. You must face the fearsome guardian of the dark reaches, Cerberus.
Really?
You must journey downward to the very center of the abyss.
Lovely place.
Enter the realm of Hades. Find the river Styx, with which even gods swear oaths of binding. Return from this infernal land with the water of the Styx to swear your honor and valor. This is the rite of courage.
How the heck are you expecting me to go to Hades? I'd have to die. Welp. This is fun. Like, the only way to get to Hades is basically to die. Because it's the underworld, it's the afterlife. In the Greek mythology, at least. Unless you're a demigod, or like someone like Hercules who got there. This is not good. Also, I have 2 amphorae. One for leaf water, and one for Styx water. But I'm gonna get a few more amphorae just in case. You never know when I need to have a few more. Like Corsair said, there's more than, like, there's a couple of rivers down there, so let's make sure we have a few.
Oh, I am so excited. I have heard you have made a thing that flies, like the picture I painted, and that you have taken it far away. I only wish that I could see it. I would very much like to fly someday. I would be like a bird and fly away south for the winter, except that my homeland is to the east, and I would be flying there. I have been hearing many rumors of some very nasty prophecy which is supposed to be coming true. It is something about a big lizard that ate Atlantis and is going to be eating all of us. Oh, I'm hoping that this story is not true.
Big lizard that ate Atlantis? It's not a dragon, is it? Atlantis is rather huge. Was that the one thing in the ocean we saw? We did see something out there on the ocean. Oh, need to buy some amphorae. That's why I talked to you. Let's get like 3.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Just to make sure I have enough. I have plenty of cash at this point. Let's just do a round around town.
Welcome, he who will be king. I have no doubt that you shall be whatsoever you desire to become.
Oh, there we are.
I have much that would please another as a gift, were you wishing to please someone. It is said by our people that all need someone with whom to share the joys and sorrows of life. There are fishing villages all along the shorelines of this island. However, it is said that they have all been abandoned when the invaders landed on these sands. Well, as ever, many thanks. Though it seems from my sails that few in Silmaria have thoughts of romance at this time. They should know that life is too short without love. It is said that an assassin walks the streets,
I know.
and no one is safe from his poisoned blade. So you now compete to become ruler of Silmaria. That would be indeed a wondrous thing should you succeed in this quest. Silmaria would again be a land of peace and prosperity.
Greetings. You have made my Sarah most happy by returning her basket.
That's old news, dude. Oh.
Made from savory spiced lamb, and the sour yogurt, sweet cucumber, and pungent onions offer interesting contrast to the blandness of the pita bread. It is a symphony of complementary culinary experiences.
If you guys have never had gyros before, which is basically Greek meat on a pita bread, usually lamb, but you can also have it with beef flavored, with yogurt, cucumber, onions, and all sorts of spices. It is delicious. Can recommend it. You don't have to get the lamb version. Just get the beef one if you don't like lamb. It's good.
I have heard from my people in our homeland that the owner of the Dead Parrot Inn is not a man to trust. Signor Ferrari will make a profit any way he is able. Sarah is happy, and I am content. There is nothing quite like a pleased life mate to make your home life happy. You should find yourself a mate and experience such married bliss.
Who would we even marry, though? I mean, we have a ring. Not sure which female we can possibly marry in this game, if it's even possible. There aren't many candidates. Most are taken.
Good to see you again. We're selling all kinds of healing pills and poison cure pills these days. I kinda wish people would go back to just needing the stamina pills for dates, though. Somaria is like the coolest place on the planet. Well, it's kinda warm, actually, but my plants like that. Julinar likes the sun, too.
Nothing really special here, I guess. Nope. Don't even know how am I supposed to get to Hades? Who would know something about that? The magic shop guy is dead. Or well, not magic shop guy is in a coma. Erasmus is in a coma. Rakesh is in a coma. Who else can I talk to who has a bit of magic touch that can tell me about how to get to Hades? I have no idea. I know, right, Cody? It was rather subtle. I picked up on that.
All rivers run to Hades, I hear tell. You find where the river runs with blood, and you can open the gates to the underworld.
Oh.
You're always welcome to enter in, but you'll never get out again alive. That's according to the legends.
Okay. Oh! Remember where I was looking for water earlier? I think one of the dragon statues where a murder has been taking place, like the blood of the murdered victim runs into the river. I think that's where I go. That's a nice hint there, Folus. Thanks.
I've risked death in my time, but I've never opened its jaws and walked right in. I'm not that stupid. You're a dead man if you go to Hades.
Duh! I mean, if you go to Hades, you are dead! By definition. It's the underworld. You are dead. Nothing to buy still. I wish you'd have, like, something more to sell, my friend, because I don't need all that stuff. Well, I guess I know where to go. I'm gonna go to that one screen where the river said it would go to the deep depths of the earth. That might be where I have to go. Tickets, please! That's a King's Quest VI reference, isn't it? I think it is. Oh man. Funny. Next! Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's King's Quest VI. That was a fun game. I mean, the whole series was great to play. I have a lot of fond memories of that playthrough. All of the games. Okay, so let's go hop on our airship. And then I think it was... I think it just was this special one with the weird symbol. Like the only one that has this specific... like this symbol right here. Yeah, it's a dragon pillar, but it has a specific symbol. I think it's this one. I'm gonna save here. If we're gonna do anything funny, I'm gonna save on my different save, because this doesn't sound like a fun place to... Oh, look at that. The corpse of the Silmarian guard lies smoldering in the once lovely stream. The man was killed so violently that his blood splattered on the dragon pillar before it had been broken. There are many questions raised here, and few answers. Examine the body. Although the blood in the pillar shards have not yet faded, the corpse of the Sumerian guard is already rotting away. You cannot see much left of the face to identify the corpse. It is already as cold and stiff as a gravestone. Search the corpse. Anything of value or identification has already been removed from the corpse. You find nothing left as in any condition to take. Bury the body, leave the corpse alone. Bury the body. Although you swear this body cannot have been here very long, it's already so decayed by the water that any movement will cause it to fall apart. The stream is flowing the remains into the pit of the earth. The stream is flowing the remains into the pit of the earth. Okay. Then I guess we just hop into the river. Here. Because it says the stream flows directly into the center of the earth from here. So, is this literally the way to Hades? Unless you like the idea of Steph swimming after being flushed down a toilet, it's probably not a good idea to swim here. Oh, well, I thought it was a good idea. You don't want to touch this water now. Why not? The stream now gives you the willies. Really? We're a hero for crying out loud. This is silly. I was very sure this was the place. What if we just take some of the water from here? You fill your amphora with the fouled water, reminding yourself not to accidentally drink it. It still says normal water, though. I was convinced this was the place to be, but I guess it's not. Where could we possibly go? Who else could tell us something about Hades? Maybe the scientists? I'm gonna take my airship back to town. I think scientists probably won't believe all this though, because it's all myths. They're only gonna go for science and nothing else. I may as well check the Thieves Guild since it has been a while. I do wonder where Ferrari and Ugarte are though. We haven't seen them in a good while.
It got
Bit of pickpocketing. I'm actually gonna just spam lockpicking on my door. And then maybe try the bank heist tonight. Could be something I can do. Oh wait, I forgot to check the Chief Thief standings.
Good evening, matey.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll call. Man, it's gonna be expensive to do that. That's why I also want to rob the bank. I need to make some money soon. So let's try to level up our lockpicking a little bit. Just resting until it gets late-ish. At least until when Gnome Anne is into bed. Okay, she's not into bed yet, so I'm gonna wait 1 more hour. She should be in bed now. 10:30. Not? Okay, you go to bed rather late, young lady. There we go. Pick the lock. Because we have to level that skill. 3, 2, 1. Let's see if I can get some lockpicking on that. Yeah, 3, 2. Okay, you get something. Do you also get it on the way out? Nothing happens. Okay, never mind then. So, enjoy me going back and forth a few times to level up picklocking. I want to get ready for the big bank heist tonight. Yeah, that goes up like a couple of points every time. So, boring but necessary. Logically speaking, you would not be able to get skill up from just doing the same lock over and over again. But well, it works in this game, so we may as well do that. Also, I just noticed there's something on the chair. The chocolates. I just only now noticed we got some chocolates. Who gave us these? The candy has the odor of overripe fruit. I'm not eating that. I'm gonna have that analyzed first. I could try. I think it's a bad idea, though. I'm just leveling up my lockpicking a bit. But I will try soon, yes. And 3, 3, 4. Man, this goes up so damn slow. I'll go to like 350 and see if it's enough. It probably isn't, because 350 lockpicking is still a value you could have back in Mordavia. I guess we should have leveled up lockpicking more back then. This is my punishment for not leveling it up more in the last game. But weirdly enough, lockpicking has always been behind in pretty much every game. I'm not sure if I'm doing something wrong, but I never found a really good spot to just level it. There were either no good doors or locks to constantly level my skill on, or every time we went somewhere thieving, we needed it like once, and then we got out of there again. Like, just try to remember the older games. When did we ever pick locks? Like, not much. Only a couple of times. And now we actually need it to break into the bank. I'm assuming breaking into the bank is a good thing to do as a thief, at least. I just hope we are up to the task. Maybe you gotta eat the chocolates to die and get to Hades. That'd be weird. Okay, it's 1 AM. A couple more. I want to get to 350 and then try. But I want to say it's not enough to break into the bank. This is something I can do off stream though. Maybe if this is not enough, I'll do a lot of dumb picklocking leveling before tomorrow's stream. I want to try break into the bank. Okay, that should be enough for now. That should be 352. Okay, no wait, one more to get to 350. Okay, now we have 350. Oh, 351. Okay, good. Let's try both eat the chocolate and go into the bank. So let's just save here before we do anything else. Now let's save the dangerous save. And eat the chocolate, although I think it's a bad idea. Like Rip Van Winkle, you lay down for a nap, perhaps for just 2 hours or 4. We'll see that the candy was a trap. You fulfill this quest, nevermore. Wah, wah, wah. Pretty much expected that candies are poisonous. So, nope. We're gonna bring these to Salim in the morning and see what he says about that. So now, let's try going to the bank. Do we have enough skill to break in now, finally? Doubt it, but I have to try. Let's get dangerous. Wait for the guard to move away. Also sneak. Pick the lock. Oh, we're in! We're in! Ooh, we're in. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. I'm gonna make another save. Bank time. We're in. How does this open up, though? Examine the gates. The gate is made of iron and locked with a complex latch system. Pick the lock. Oh, yeah. Okay, this will be a tough one. Let's see if you guys can help me out, guys. We're gonna crack the safe. That one's kicking. That one's that one. That's the downed one. That one's pointing. Oh, assuming that one's going downwards. There's the monkey down there. Yeah, if you guys can help me, like, remember, like, which one is which, that will help. So the first one's kicking, so 1 is kick, 2 is wiggle down, 3 is point down, 4 is lookout, 5 is point down left, 6 is weird wiggle, 7 is point upwards, and 8 is double down. So kick, down, point down, look out, look down left, the wiggle, point up, and double down. It's okay, Cody, you have another shot. 1 is kick, 2 is down, 3 is point down, 4 is lookout, 5 is left down, 6 is wiggle, 7 is point up, and 8 is double down. Okay, let's see. Let's see if we can crack it together. Left down. That is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kick was 1. Left down. Point down. This one. Nope. This one down then. Yep, okay. Point up. That's this one. Boom! You take the treasure that lies within the safe. What's the treasure? Oh, was it just drachma? Whoa! Ho, ho, ho! We got like 5k drachma, guys. 5,000 drachma! We should close the safe. Yeah, I want to close the safe, please. This is gonna look super stupid. I think I should simply stay away from the bank from now on. And store my money at my own place? 'Cause this is gonna suck when I come back in here. I should just do that, because I don't think they like me in the bank anymore. Guys, we finally robbed a bank. Aren't you proud of this little thief? We came all this way. Starting with a dinky dagger and a lockpick back in Spielberg, and now we finally robbed a proper bank. That was actually surprisingly easy. Oh, I should tell about the bank robbery with the Thieves Guild. They're probably proud of me. I really want to talk to Ferrari or Ugarte about that, though.
I hears tell a guy robbed the bank. Got away with a hefty sum.
Yeah.
It were done real professional-like. It'll be a time before the bank's worth taking again, unless they catch the robber with the cash. More than likely, it means they'll add some more guards and make that bank even tougher to get stuff from.
Mm-hmm.
You're too trusting. I could turn you in, get a reward, maybe get me arm fixed. Lucky for ye, I be an honest man. I've been watching that bank for quite a while now. I plan to do it myself sometime. Figured there'd be enough for me to retire. Guess I just waited too long. So far, no one's heard who did it. They figure it was someone new around here, though.
Eh, maybe it was me. Well, I'm just gonna store some money in my own storage, though. I'm not going back to that bank until like a good couple of days. Don't think that's a good idea. Yes, I know I'm overloaded, that's why I'm dropping off some money here. Yeah, we are rather rich. And then in the morning, we're gonna give the chocolates to Salim. He has to analyze those things. They're poisonous, and he knows all about poison. Let's put some money into our storage. Like... Can I type in there? I can't. Let's put in like... Actually, let's put like 5,000 in. Because otherwise we can't carry much else. Money really takes up the weight in our... Okay, drop that in. Yep. In nice quantities of 250 each. Alright, we got 4,800 on our person, plus 5,000 in our own personal storage. Not bad. I have some junk to sell too, I just noticed. But, alright. Time for a nap. Because it's 3 AM. Not gonna have a long rest this time. But that was sweet. We actually did a thiefy thing. You're getting hungry, yeah. I wonder if they, like, for real, ramp up the security on the bank next time. Like, will it actually be harder to get into next time? That's gonna be interesting to watch. Let's go to Salim and see what he says about that silly candy. I still have no idea how I'm gonna get to Hades, though. I really don't. Like, I have to die, but I ate poisonous candy and that gave me a game over, not Hades. get some more food soon.
Check this out! I took that Black Lotus you brought me and mixed just a little pinch into my poison cure pills. Now they're cosmically attuned to that poison and will homeopathically shut it down. I'll just swap these for any of the old poison cure pills you still have.
Oh.
You might want to get some more of the new ones, just in case.
So our poison cure pills got upgraded. The new improved Lotus Blossom Enhanced pills are designed to cure the strongest of poisons. Well, that's nice. So poison cure pills are now stronger, which is good. I'm gonna save and see what you have to say about these candies.
Thanks. I bet this'll really hit the spot for the late night munchies.
Don't eat them. You explain that you believe the chocolate is drugged, yes.
Oh, then I guess they give me the munchies instead of fixing them. That's not so good. I'll have to check these things out. I'll let you know what I learn about them.
Okay, good. You do that. What else have we break into the bank, get money. Yeah. And give drug chocolate. Yeah, okay, good.
I had heard of the fabled Black Lotus, but did not truly credit its existence until you brought it here. Somehow, the assassin found the lotus as well, and used it in his foul poison. Salim has been able to prepare new poison cure pills using the Black Lotus you brought to us. One cannot stop a truly deadly poison without some of the poison itself. I am happy that Salim has managed to find an antidote to the assassin's poison. Perhaps we can now start to turn the tide back to the cycle of life from that of death.
Sounds good.
That Black Lotus was just exactly what I needed. Somehow that was the main poison ingredient. Though I can't think how, since you can't find Black Lotus anywhere except where you got that one. Anyway, I use the principles of contagion and sympathy. To cure a poison, I need to put a little of the poison in my pills. You just take a little bit and that makes the big amount not hurt you. That's called homeopathic medicine, and it's really scientific. I'll bet those guys on Science Island would really appreciate this.
I thought it would only work like that for infections. Like, you know, when you get a vaccine, you have a little bit of the virus or bacteria in it, weakened, so that your body will recognize it when you actually get infected. But does it work for poison as well like that? Like, maybe.
I've made up a whole batch of poison cure pills using the Black Lotus. They should work just like my old ones, except now they'll also cure poisons based on Black Lotus. I'm doing a lot better since you brought in that Lotus Blossom. Feels good to know we can actually do something about that poison now, know what I mean?
Yeah, okay. We have to come back later with you though. I want to know what's in that candy. Not sure what else I can really do. Okay, I know exactly what I can do, but I'll do that off stream. I think it's a good idea for next stream if I go level up swimming a bit, just, you know, in preparation for tomorrow. And I should also maybe do a bit of lockpicking. But for now, we did a thing. I have a few things to sell, like a couple of things, like a shield and stuff. It's a way to make your body use the poison too. Some kings and other important figures use the poison. Oh, okay. It's the same principle who I need one big doses of other. Oh, okay. So it's not that outlandish then.
Nice dealing with you.
And sell these.
You think I'm made of money? Hey, I won't pay. We got a deal.
Sell these.
You think I'm made of money? We got a deal.
Sometime soon I can switch to throwing spears. Still not sure who needs shells or Hydra skills though. That's a bit weird. This works only for organic poisons, like Vic Venom won't work on spider bites, because spider poison is basically stomach acid not reporting. Well, it sounds plausible though, Kaori. It makes sense too. Wasn't aware that you could actually use weakened poison to make your body get used to poison though. Nothing new to say?
The Hydra is dead! It is amazing! I managed to sail near Hydra Island last night. As long as I swing the boat near the shores of the islands, I am not attacked by the Tritons. As soon as I heard the rumor that the Hydra had been destroyed, I tried to see if I could get there. Unfortunately, by the time I got near the island, it was time to return. The islands near Hydra are known to have fierce monsters living there. We fishermen have always avoided that area. I think that is why the Tritons did not attack my ship last night. They did not expect me to be in that area. I have been told stories of the Hydra in my youth. It must have been a great honor to defeat such a legendary creature.
Yeah, you could say that, sort of. It was an experience. Not really sure what to do at the moment. Other than waiting for Salim in the morning, what he says about the chocolate. I'm kind of drawing a blank. Where to go next? I think I'll just go level swimming a little bit. I know a spot where I can... Wait a minute. Oh, right. That's the camp of the mercenary leader. I can level my swimming here rather easily. Because it's safe and I can always exit. There's no enemies here. You can swim until your stamina runs out, pretty much. Okay, let's go back. Maybe swimming went up pretty nicely. Wow! Okay, acrobatics is now maximum. Wait, it was 360! I guess swimming also levels up your acrobatics. Wow, that thing is now nearly maximum. Wow, that's great. I mean, I'll take it. But we have to level up more swimming, so let's go do that. So, let's rest an hour, and then go back. I'm just surprised, because acrobatics used to be so hard to level, and now it's like, easy. We're probably gonna need swimming at some point, so I may as well level it a bit. We can swim until our stamina is running out. Okay, that's about enough. Let's get out of here. Yeah, 290. That's going up. Almost all of our stats are maximum. That's crazy. It's honestly mostly just climbing, lockpicking, and pickpocket that's kind of crap. And the rest is 400 plus, which is great. So rest 1 hour, 1 more swimming session, then we head back, check with Salim in the morning, and see what he has to say. Yeah, I know it works out your whole body, Cody. I just didn't expect it to affect both swimming and acrobatics. I thought acrobatics was just for kicking and tightrope challenges and stuff like that, and jumping. But it makes sense. You are using your hands, you're using your feet. In some cases you use your chest or your back as well. Even your breathing, like your lungs, also get trained when you swim. Right, let's go back. At least we have over 300 swimming. That's acceptable for now. It's not super great, but it's a lot better than what it was. So let's put gear on again. Where is my dagger? There. Right. We should use the magnet. After all that swimming, we can really use a good meal. Right? We can use a good meal. Like chocolate-covered corn. Or fish with potatoes, peanut butter, and... pickled peaches. Sounds terrible. Alright, alright.
Oh, you've got a girlfriend. I thought we were going steady, Freddy.
What?
Are you trying to make me jealous?
What?
Why is this Elsa chick sending you stuff? She got the hots for you.
Wait, it was Elsa?
She sent you a box of chocolates. A big, really big guy came in and handed me a note that said, Candygram for Hero. The other side said, Love, Elsa. I put it in your room. My heart is broken, you two-timer. I bet you flirt with all the girls.
About that. Kinda. I mean, we are a thief. We're not exactly nice in that regard.
Today's special is something I think you'll really love. Tessie was making...
Yeah. Potatoes with pistachio ice cream again. Yuck. Ugh. I really do miss my avocado and garlic sandwiches from Mordavia. Or even the beef jerky back in the desert. Anything better than this. Right then, time to hit the hay and then check with Salim if he has found anything out about that candy. It's the only lead I have right now. And then I should confront Elsa and talk to her about that ridiculous candy she sent me. Apparently it was her who sent it to me. But who was that really big guy that Anne mentioned? Toro? Not a guy though, that's a minotaur. That's not a, like, human. This way is faster. Let's get some more food.
Welcome. May I entice you with some tasty treat?
Actually, yeah, I'd like some more fruit, please. No, wait, don't. I was gonna just do this.
May your mouth be charmed by the taste of it.
No problem, thank you. Now we have a lot of food again. Hopefully you have some results for me, Salim, because I have no other leads right now.
You know that chocolate you brought us? It was really wigged out stuff.
Okay, tell me.
I took a good look at the box of stuff you brought us. I am seriously bummed that anyone would ruin chocolate. That's really evil.
Okay.
We've got a lot of drugs here. The medicine drugs, not the cosmic enlightenment kind. They're bad for the body and put you out of harmony with your soul. But we don't have any drugs like the chocolate one. That drug was really wild. It was sort of like a bunch of super itty-bitty bugs and nasty, non-organically grown chemicals that combined for a totally bad one-way trip.
Sounds delightful.
I am very puzzled at this drug. It is almost more a disease than a poison. This is not a poison and will not directly kill the one who takes it. However, the victim needs to be fed and given water, or he will starve in his restless sleep.
Well, that's nice. Well, that did not really help me. I mean, it kind of did, but it doesn't help me to get to Hades. I'm gonna talk to the adventurer. Maybe he knows how to do it, because I honestly have so many leads, like magical people, either in a coma or not here, to help me get there. I need some kind of magic to get to Hades. I just can't walk there. I can't swim there. The only way to get to Hades is just simply to... Oh, he's sleeping in. To get there, I have to basically die. I'll check with the adventurer and I'll check with the scientist, and then I have no other leads right now. Oh. Okay, good. Do you have something for me, sir? Could really use it. Oh, that may help. Oh, there we go. You may help me.
I'm getting more and more itchy to go out adventuring again. Come the spring and I'm flying north like the birds. You interested in a job as famous adventurer while I'm gone? Here's something from my past you might know a bit about. Went to brunch with Baba Yaga, though I did not dare to eat. Had a queasy sort of feeling when I looked upon the meat. She called me Sweet Prince Ivan as she licked her lips at tea. So quickly I deserted, ere she made dessert of me.
Sweet Prince Ivan. Yeah, you better run, sir. Why would you go on a lunch or brunch with Baba Yaga? That's such a bad idea.
They are really making you work for this rulership, right? You'd think they didn't want you to come back from Hades. Hades? That's one place I've never wanted to visit. My buddy Orpheus went looking for his wife there once. He was never quite the same afterwards. On the way to Hades, he met Cerberus, the three-headed dog of the underworld. Orpheus charmed him with a song, but then Orpheus charmed everyone. Orpheus almost drank from the river Lethe, which makes you forget all worries and rest peacefully. But Orpheus was goal-oriented and wanted his wife back from the underworld. Didn't get her out, though. According to legends, all streams and rivers that run into the earth flow all the way down to Hades. To open a path to Hades, pour blood mixed with water into the hole. Then you gotta chant something or other, but I never learned the words. Never really intend to go there, you see.
I'm pretty sure I found the right place. I need to learn the words. What words? I got one step further though, at least. I'm pretty sure I found the place where the body is like dying or dead in the water. That's the blood that flows into the river. It has to be that place, but I need to chant something? Who could possibly give me that info? Like, I'm pretty sure either Erasmus or Akish or the magic user or someone like that would tell me, but they're all in a coma. I can't talk to them. And there's no one else magically attuned that's still available. I'm checking with the scientists real quick. Yeah, Orpheus. That's a pretty sad legend, though. His wife died, and he tried to get her back. And, well, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but let's just say that it doesn't have a happy ending. I do like how this game has a lot of like influence from the source material. There's loads of Greek stuff in here. So if you like Greek stuff like me, this is a treat. I still can't open. How the heck do you? I need to get Gord out of the way so I can check the panel and probably type in the code. Oh, there we go.
A journey to Hades is utterly preposterous. Everyone knows that when people die, they go to that great research center in the sky. This rite is fundamentally impossible. It will be a waste of time for all involved. Thus, Gort and I shall wisely study whether paramecium actually come in pairs, while you all pursue this nonsense.
It's not nonsense, though.
Science shall prevail where superstition fails. That was rather clever, wasn't it? I shall have to write that down. Gort has better things to do than waste my time with meaningless rites. Go ahead if you so choose, but you are wasting your time. That flying machine you created was truly amazing. It's a pity you did not return with it. I would have liked to study it further.
Okay, Mr. Grumpy Guts. Geesh, I'll leave. Well, we have no use from them for this one. They kinda gave up. So now what? Chant something. I'm gonna check with this Sybil again. I really don't know who else has like magical properties to teach me anything. I really don't. I need some more ideas. Maybe I just go there and see if I hum something, but I want to go to the Sybil first. Wait, where's my flying machine? Did I not... Wait. Where did I leave my flying machine? I think I left it on the island there. Well, that's annoying. No. Take a boat. I'm just gonna take this boat for a bit. Not gonna save anything yet. Steal the boat. Sail the boat. Oh. Can't do anything. Well, that sucks. I don't know where I think I don't know. Where did I leave my flying machine? Did I really leave it there on the island near where I leveled my swimming? That's kind of silly. I hope I'm not soft locked or anything right now. I can't see it from here. Nope, it's even further away. And you can't even get there with a boat. Well, this is bad. I'm hungry. No, I don't care for you guys. Just gonna rest and see if it shows up on the next night, the next day. Not much else I can do. I have to wait for the boat next morning anyway.
I really, really need your help. Oh, please say you will, pretty please.
Okay.
Great. I told everyone that I had a belly dancer to entertain this evening.
What?
Unfortunately, Tessie couldn't fit into the belly dancing costume. My gal Sal has a black eye, and Tony has a broken toe, so they couldn't do it. And that left Rover, and he refused. All you need to do is go up on stage,
Oh, God.
get dressed, and come out dancing. Just wiggle your butt and wave your arms, and you'll do fine. We're all rooting for you.
Really? This music. Oh, God. I feel bad.
It is very nice to be out at night instead of painting all the time alone. No man asked me to come to the inn this night to see a dance. I did not know that it would be you that was dancing. The dance was most interesting, I am thinking.
You sure about that? I don't know.
That was fun. I don't think I laughed so hard since Tony Maloney made phony baloney. You did good. You can dance for me any day, Jay.
Well, I mean, we learned how to dance from the fairies, remember? In the first game? We actually can dance. And I mean, we've seen Shima dance as well. But that was a little strange.
The cooks have fixed something really special. Pancakes topped with fruit. They just...
That's fine. At least something a bit normal. I hope my airship is still gettable, though. Worst comes to worst, I'll just load an older save. I still have bank time, so if it's really gone for some reason, I'll just load the older save and fix stuff for next stream tomorrow. It's not that much of a big of a deal. That's why I have multiple save files. But let's just see if it's now back after one night's sleep. Yeah, I could hear him die inside too. I think it was actually points, though. Was it? Dance in the Gnome Inn. Yeah, it actually was points. Well, good, I guess. Let's take a boat. I really hope they programmed it as such that when you sleep at night that the airship comes back to the mainland. Because otherwise you can get stuck very easily in this one.
Calimera, are you interested in taking a boat ride today?
Yes, actually I'll take a boat. Yeah, it's still not there. Well, if it's somehow still stuck where I can't get it, then I have to actually load an older save file and fix everything. That's kind of dumb. Yeah, I can't get there. It's too dark.
We should turn back now. I do not want the Tritons to attack.
See? The airship is right there in the corner. Well, that's stupid. You can't get there. Not as scary as a security guard wearing a crop top. What? That sounds weird. Well, I guess I have to load an older save file to fix stuff. Well, that's stupid. I need my balloon. I need to get to the Sybil, probably. Or at least have access to it. Let's see. Looking back... Oh, the last time I saved was actually a while ago. It was like... 25 minutes? This one's even older. Ah, boy, that sucks. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna save on this one. And then I'll guess I can load this. I can even load bank time and then it should be fine. Man, that's annoying. Before I save, I'm gonna look something up. Let's see if Google knows how to get the boat back. Boat, I mean the airship. Let's see. Is it airship? Balloon? Balloon. Very important note. Be very, very careful about using magnets. It is very possible to leave the ship on an island you can't reach with a boat or leave it trapped on sea and mountains. Always land the ship on a spot you know you can reach before using the magnets. Well, I guess I messed up. So, I am actually soft-locked in that sense. So I have to actually load my older save file and fix everything. It's not much. It's like, at most, half an hour work. But that's stupid. So, okay. And that was on the official Shara page, like the official game site. So, yes, I goofed up. Well... Then I guess there's not really any point of continuing at the moment. It's about time I should stop soon, so... What I'll do is I'll stop the stream for now, I guess. And then I have to work on fixing this stuff to make sure I can continue tomorrow. Simply do the bank robbery, get the chocolates, show it to Salim, give the lotus flower, do my swimming lessons, and all that other jazz. I think it's like 3 days. I do the stupid dance and stuff. Just a couple of things I did like in the last half hour. I have to do it then. So, yeah. I know it's a little short. It's like 8 minutes before I usually stop. But I'm gonna cut the stream here and just go fix that stuff for tomorrow. So, yeah. Tomorrow we'll continue. Try to find our way into Hades. But still, we did quite a lot in this stream. We finally got the bank robbery. We finally got some good thieving going. So that was nice. But yeah. I'm not too worried about it. I'm glad I have another save file. Imagine if I had no other save file, then I would have to do the whole game over. But I don't. I have another save file before I actually went swimming, so I'll work on that, and I'll see you guys tomorrow when we continue, and it'll be fun. We're gonna go into the underworld. So I'll see you guys then. Have a good evening. Until next time. Bye-bye.